Ladies, welcome to Evolution, the #1 hair straightener on the market. It's heating up at 510 degrees using a 100% black ceramic plate. There's no metal in this thing at all. It's never going to burn the hair. You don't need heat protectants. You don't need moisturizers. You don't need conditioners. You need nothing. Is there any heat protectants in your hair?
Nope.
Moisturizers?
Mm-mm.
Conditioners?
No.
It's completely natural?
Yes.
Good, because you don't need anything whenever you're using this flat iron. Now, is your hair completely dry?
Yes.
Alright, completely natural, right? So, what would normally take you how long to do your hair?
2 hours.
I'm going to do it with this thing in 8 minutes. I'm not going to do it 1 second longer. Pure black ceramic. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Tell the world hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Jasmine.
I'm Nick. Okay, so she's got her hair down now. Ladies, I want you to take a look at this. If you look up really close, heat and humidity is what causes your hair to break in certain points. And that's what causes those pieces of hair to start flipping out like that. Now what we're going to do with this flat iron, and what's cool is you can actually take large sections at one time. We're going to take a huge section like this, and the steam that you're about to see come out of the hair right here, that's not smoke, that's moisture and oil from inside of the hair coming out. Now also notice how slow we're going. This is going to eliminate 99% of frizz, static, and split ends with just a single pass. Now you saw what the hair looked like before. Look what it looks like now. No flyaways, no breakage. Now what's cool is all that steam that you saw coming out of the hair was due to the hair absorbing moisture. That's what hair does. If it's human, it's constantly absorbing moisture around you. And the straightener is going to pull all of that moisture from the internal part of your hair to the external part of your hair. Now what's also cool about that is it's going to put a protective film over the hair externally as well. It will reflect humidity for 12 to 24 hours. So you do not have to worry about going outside and the humidity just frizzing your hair up again. Keep in mind how slow we're going. You don't have to rush through the hair really quickly, ladies. Most flat irons, they are burning your hair. The reason they're burning your hair is because metal cannot diffuse heat as evenly as ceramic can. The slower you go, the healthier it is. And it's not burning it, it's moisturizing it. Now what's also cool is all the steam that's coming out of the hair right now, it only takes 15 seconds for your hair to absorb all of that moisture again. So, you could essentially go back and curl the hair. You could really use this thing 4 or 5 times a day if you wanted to. Like I said, what's normally going to take her about 2 hours to do, we're going to do in 8 minutes. And notice I'm not rushing through it. You're going to be doing the same technique at home. One slow pass. Don't speed up, don't slow down. Keep a consistent speed all the way through, all the way down to the ends. This is also good for your ends because it's going to align them perfectly, making any split ends almost look invisible. Look at this, we're almost halfway done. Just combing out any knots and tanglings, and that's also a good technique that I use. Make sure there's no knots and tangling whenever you're straightening or curling your hair at home, because it straightens and curls better that way. It's also going to last longer, and you don't kind of fold over hair, creating like creases and things like that. Just like so. Consistently going slow over the ends. Take a look at those ends right there. Look at the shine in the hair as well. Now, I know a lot of you are going to want to use larger sections than what I'm using right now. You don't have to. And a lot of people think too, because you're going slow like this, it's going to take a lot longer. That's not the case. You're actually going to be able to go faster over each piece of hair because you are going so slow. And you are only going over each piece of hair one time. You don't have to keep going over each piece over and over and over again. I know that's a technique that a lot of you guys use because there's metal in your straighteners. Heat and metal is what burns the hair. That's the luxury of using solid ceramic. Keeping a slow, consistent speed. Boom. I don't really like to section hair out, even though you guys are going to want to do that at home. It does such a job, and you can see such a difference. You don't have to go and section each one out in 3 different layers. I know a lot of you are going to want to section it out from the top all the way to the bottom. It's kind of faster if you're really looking to save time, just to brush and comb through the knots and tangling, let it frizz. It's going to look kinky, it's going to look crazy, but we're literally talking minutes here. Sorry. And also, what's really cool too, Jasmine, do you notice any yanking and tugging on your hair right now?
No.
The flexible plating, which I'm going to show you guys when I'm done straightening her hair, The flat iron comes with flexible plates. The flexible plates allow it to where your hair just glides through without yanking and pulling. And you can also actually get to the scalp as well. There's spaces in between the plates from the edge of the straightener here, which allow you to get right into the scalp, so you can actually get right into that curl. You know, you're trying to take out the curls, especially from the scalp. You can really see a difference sometimes when you got a lot of ladies, they're straightening their hair, but they can't ever get it really close to their head because it's so hot. You don't have to worry about that with this. Everything about the straightener is built with convenience. Which, when I'm done here, I'm going to show you guys all the key points and the benefits. I'm going to spin you around here in just a second so you guys can see what I'm doing. Bear with me. Okay, and also what I like to do, I'm just going to turn you like this. Also what I like to do, tangled up over there, it's okay, is I like to throw the hair off to the side. Just kind of keeps it separated. Keep in mind here, we're getting right in there in the scalp. Now when you guys are doing this at home, you're going to be doing your own techniques, which is fine. I'm just kind of giving you the fast, generic technique here. Notice how I'm still going slow over the ends. And what's really cool too, is she's got some highlights going on. This is going to really bring out the shine in your highlights and lowlights. Especially if you guys are coloring your hair, red, blue, pink, it doesn't matter. You're going to really bring out that color. A lot of times with just heat and humidity, just the different weather conditions alone, that can really dull your color. This is going to bring that color back to life. And what's cool is it's using just the pure moisture that's already in your hair. Everything about it is natural. Your hair naturally secretes oil and naturally absorbs moisture. And that's what we're doing right now, is we're pulling all of that moisture and all of that oil secretion out to the external part of the hair. That's going to give you natural shine. And it's also going to prevent your hair, especially for you ladies that have thinner hair back home, it's going to prevent your hair from looking greasy or oily. Big problem. A lot of the products that are on the markets these days, you put the product in your hair and that product kind of just lays flat over your hair. It doesn't absorb. That's what usually makes it look greasy and oily. Now we're going to do the last piece here in the front. And I know I said 8 minutes, but I think we actually just got this done in about 4 or 5 minutes. Got one more piece left, and I'm going to do a few touch-ups when I'm done here. But just so all of you can see now, look at this. All that curl, all that frizz is completely gone. Now let me look at the front of you before I spin you around and let the world see what we have done here. Hold on. Just doing it quick. And check it out. Look how perfectly aligned each piece of hair is. Also, look at the scalp as well. You're not seeing those curls that you would normally see whenever you're using these flat irons at home. I'm not going to call out any names of our competitors, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Look at that, all the way down. Now, also what I like to do sometimes, because I like to really show off how fast this thing can work, if you want, go over your ends, just a few ends. Sometimes some of the ends will kind of fall out of the plates right here, because I really like to use large sections, and you guys are going to start using large sections at home too. Go over the ones that might have fallen out on the sides. You're talking 5 to 10 seconds. Just go over it just like this. Boom. And there you have it, ladies. No products, no heat protectants, no nothing. Just the flat iron. Boom. 5 to 8 minutes. It doesn't matter how thick your hair may be, how curly it may be. This is the look you're going to get at home in just minutes. What would normally take you 20, 30, an hour, 2 hours. I know ladies that spend 2 to 3 hours in their hair sometimes. It will never be the case.
YABUI, they waiting on who next.
Grinding my life away.